Hello, welcome to my August plan with me video. So I don't know if I'm getting this out in August or September. Life has been quite crazy, and the video you're watching I took right before the move. And then on top of that, I have a new job that has a steep learning curve. So, and then recently my husband was in a car accident and that totaled our car. So it's been kind of an event, and also he had to go to the ER because he was injured. So I've had a few other things, but we're here now and we're doing it. And as I was going through planning this episode or this video, I realized that my perspective, it's kind of cool to have a different perspective, because I can kind of talk about, like, there are a few things that I think just didn't work, and there were some things I'd like to try again, that kind of a thing. So my perspective is different coming at it, later in the month or the next month. As usual, I am making my key spread first. 1 Peter 5, verse 10 in the Amplified. After you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who imparts his blessing and favor, who called you to his own eternal glory in Christ, will himself complete, confirm, strengthen, and establish you, making you what you ought to be. As usual, I like to add the number of spaces top to bottom and side to side at the bottom of my key. Now we move on to the highlight spread, which is really an index spread, and I probably should just change it back to calling it the index. In these spreads, I'm going to use several Bible verses, and they'll be in different translations, which I do specify, but I'm curious your take on different Bible translations. Now, this next spread is a dashboard, which I got the idea from Ray's daily page on Instagram, which I will put in the description down below. And I saw hers and I thought it was a great idea, and so I kind of took it and made it my own. So I have different categories on this page. I have a music playlist in the top left corner. Underneath that is like a memories box, so I'm wanting to put, like, I don't know, some pictures or something under there about things that happened that month. And then on the other page I have events and like other media, whether it's movies, books, or TV shows, or streaming shows, that kind of thing. Speaking of shows, friend recommended The Umbrella Academy on Netflix, and I watched that entire series, both seasons, in a embarrassingly short amount of time. Fascinating. As someone who loves to write and loves character development and all the overthinking that is awesome in shows and books and movies that goes into what you see, I love that show. It is definitely dark, and it's definitely about not the best people, but so good, so well done. I love it too much. I'm curious what the next season will bring, but we'll see how it goes. On a different note, we have Job chapter 42 verse 10, also in the Amplified version. The Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he prayed for his friends, and the Lord gave Job 2 times as much as he had before. Ecclesiastes 3:11, Amplified. He has made everything beautiful and appropriate in its time. He has also planted eternity, a sense of divine purpose. in the human heart, a mysterious longing which nothing under the sun can satisfy except God. Yet man cannot find out, comprehend, or grasp what God has done, his overall plan from the beginning to the end. You may notice me frequently struggling to get the stickers off the paper, and I think I'm going to invest in some craft tweezers in the near future. Now we're moving on to the calendar spreads, and as you can see, I've already started messing things up, so we're going to cover that up, and it's going to be awesome. Oh yeah, from earlier about the Bible translations. It's been very interesting over the years, my perspective on the different translations has been. When I was younger, I think I read mostly like the New King James as well as the NIV. Since then, my perspective on the NIV, and I need to do some more research on this, is it sounds like the NIV is severely lacking in the factualness. Because I think, if I recall correctly, and I could be wrong, I believe there are some verses that are just not there. And that, kind of should be there. It's better to have too much information than not enough. And, oh yeah, there's my habit focus. PM shower, AM quiet time. The PM shower thing did not really happen so much. I've still been mostly doing morning showers, except when I'm a lazy bum and do it in the afternoon. So there you go. Now you know. The AM quiet time, I feel like I've been keeping more with that. But yeah, the PM shower has not been working. It's a great idea. I don't know when I will implement that or if I will implement that. I went through a phase where I was reading a lot of the amplified version, translation, whatever you want to call it. And also the Good News translation, the New Living translation. Mostly nowadays I do the ESV, English Standard Version. Yeah, there's a ton. If you're not aware, there are a ton of translations. And I've heard a lot of different things, such as like a lot of the translations really should be called paraphrases, such as the New Living Translation. It's more of a paraphrase, not necessarily a translation. So it's very interesting. I think it's so cool that we have access to so many different translations, and I think it's good to have kind of a balance. Like I'll usually read the ESV, but sometimes if I'm looking for more clarification, I might go to the Amplified, or it might be good to go to the NLT or a Message if you need a little more clarification and more, casual sense. I also like to use the Blue Letter Bible, which is not a translation, but it's a website where you can kind of look at concordance and see like the original language that was used for different words and what those words mean. It's really cool. I like it so much. The Blue Letter Bible app, I love it. I have it on my phone, and yeah. All right, I think that's all I have to say about translations for now. Let me know if you want me to talk more about Bible translations, because I'd love to look into it more. I mean, I probably should do that more anyways, but whatever. Anyways, just let me know what you think, and if you have a favorite Bible translation or one that you're like, I don't know about that. But anyways, so as you have been watching, I'm working on the tracker spread. I'm filling in my reading tracker for a specific book called The Key to Fear. At the top, I have my tracker, basically literally just tracking. When did I shampoo and condition my hair? Because sometimes I forget, shaving, that kind of thing. Then underneath it, I have my sleeping tracker, and I put the sticker there, but it's gonna get covered up. And I got these little envelopes and little cards in the stationery section at Target, and then I put my monthly stickers on the cards to track specific things that I was hoping to encourage myself to do. Since there were too many days on the stickers, I colored in the actual days of the month with some Master's Touch markers and a mild liner. I thought it was a really cute idea. I liked how it looked. That I don't think actually made me want to use the tracker more, but I kind of want to use it again in another spread in the future. Little envelopes, nice little, kind of three-dimensional touch. So you'll notice that I wrote the days of the month in between the strictly tracking tracker and the sleep tracker. That way I didn't have to write out the days multiple times. And this is just a simple one-page spread for therapy topics, because sometimes I get done with a therapy session, I'm like, there was a thing that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot about it. So now, when I think of something that I want to talk about, I write it down in my therapy topics spread, and I think I'm going to continue this spread next month. Or technically this month, I think, if I post this video in September. But yes, just cute little flowers and little kitty, as with the rest of the spreads on here. Now it's time for the cover spread. First Peter 4:7 through 11, ESV. The end of all things is at hand. Therefore be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. Show hospitality to one another without grumbling. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. Whoever speaks as one who speaks oracles of God. Whoever serves as one who serves by the strength that God supplies, in order that in everything God may be glorified through Jesus Christ. To him belong the glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. And here is where I'm trying to decide which floral stickers are worthy of the cover page spread. I kid you not. This is the truth. I also seem to be going through a pen crisis. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've used several different kinds of pens. I used the Sharpie marker, I've used Gellyroll black pen, I've used, what else did I use? Oh, let me take a look at my list here. The Pigma Micron pens. And that's all in this video. This one plan with me video. I don't know. I thought I knew what I liked, and now I am rethinking that. I had a good thing going with the Pigma Microns, but I thought the grass might be greener on the other side. And now I have several kinds of pens that I'm like, well, I have them. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't want to waste them either. So, I don't know. The Gelly-Rolls, I don't know. I like the idea of them, but I don't think I like how they feel. Maybe I need a bigger, is it nib size? I don't know. But, I don't know. It's just not smooth, and it makes me sad. A quote from Matt McMillan: whatever your struggle is today, take the pressure off of you and put it on God. He can handle it just fine. And then Allie Beth Stuckey said, you don't have to be quiet to be kind, or loud to be bold. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I felt especially rambly during this video. And if you liked this video, please like it, comment what you liked about it, and if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and click the bell so you get all of the notifications. Do something kind and do something bold today. Sometimes they're the same thing.